100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, 180. Attack. Defense, let's go.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at
all. Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Kill, turn up. Out. Hey, 43, 15. Tight dog. 49, check 49. Yo, go going.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Yellow.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Yellow. Attack. Let's go, dude.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. But now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they are going to stop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
43!
And going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterback.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Mahomes. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Wide, get wide. Easy.
Mahomes now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mike 51.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Kimdichie just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Locke to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter brought a time to change things. He's got a man at Sutton that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Clock now on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First down,
Ready?
Broncos.
Mike Bobo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Booker on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. 6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Attack. 34 is the Mike. It's going to be a long.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll throw now on the final play. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they want?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Todd Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Hey, 43. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Yellow.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Yellow. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go. Yellow. Here we go. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm scared.
Mahomes to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
218, chop.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 27, Mahomes. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
35 to Mike 43. Mike 35. Mike 35. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Yellow. He's creeping. Sponge. No. Yellow.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mike 51.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes steps away to his left. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Mahomes now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Attack, attack. Mike 51, Mike 51. Here it comes, here it comes. Go, Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will get them one closer.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. third and long. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. No. 15. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Yellow. Patch it. Check. Hey, 57 colors.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check it out, Deep rip.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Mike 51. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. 51, Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chiefs 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Reggie Ragland in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd and long, it's locked. Sanders has it over the middle. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Give them an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Tight down. There you go. Yellow. He's coming. We got time.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
There that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come back! Mike 35, Mike 35. Buzz, I know he ain't got it.
Mahomes now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an